For years, 9mm was the answer to everything. Best carry caliber? 9mm best defensive handgun round? 9mm best balance of recoil, capacity, price, and performance? Something smaller, softer shooting, easier to carry, easier to control, and for some people, easier to actually use well. That round is 380 ACP. The problem of control, the problem of comfort, the problem of daily carry fatigue, the problem of people buying powerful pistols they don't actually practice with. And in the real world, the gun you carry consistently and shoot confidently can matter more than the gun that looks better on a ballistic chart. Why 9mm became the king. To understand why 380 is gaining attention, you have to understand why 9mm took over in the first place. 9mm became dominant because it offered the best overall balance. It had manageable recoil, it offered high magazine capacity, it was widely available, and modern bullet design made it far more effective than older generations of defensive ammunition. That balance made it hard to beat. For most shooters, 9mm still makes the most sense. It gives enough performance without excessive recoil, and the market support is massive. Pistols like the Glock 19, SIG P365, Smith & Wesson Shield Plus, and countless others are built around 9mm because demand is huge. But here's the hidden problem. As 9mm pistols got smaller, the recoil advantage started shrinking. A full-size 9mm is easy to control. A compact 9mm is still manageable. But an ultra-small micro 9mm, that's different. The lighter the gun gets, the sharper the recoil feels. The shorter the grip gets, the harder it is to control. The smaller the slide gets, the harder it can be to manipulate. And that's where many shooters started asking a question they were almost embarrassed to ask. What if I don't actually need 9mm in the smallest possible gun? Why? 380 ACP is coming back. The 380 ACP is not new. It has been around for more than a century, but the modern comeback is different, older. 380 pistols were often low capacity, tiny, unpleasant to shoot, or limited by mediocre sights and triggers. They were easy to carry, but not always easy to shoot well. In 2026, that has changed. Modern 380 pistols are more serious. The SIG P365-380 brought the familiar P365 concept into a softer shooting chambering. Ruger's Security 380 was designed around easier slide operation and capacity options, with Ruger introducing it as part of its light rack pistol family. Smith & Wesson's Bodyguard 2.0 modernized the Micro 380 category with increased capacity and improved design over the original Bodyguard line. That is the real shift. Shooters are not just choosing tiny pocket in 380s anymore. They are choosing modern 380 platforms that are easier to handle, easier to rack, and less punishing during practice. And practice matters, because a defensive handgun is not just something you own. It is something you need to shoot well. The control advantage. The biggest reason 380 is gaining ground is recoil control. A 380 ACP pistol generally produces less recoil than a comparable 9mm pistol. That lower recoil can make a major difference for shooters who are recoil sensitive, newer to handguns, older, dealing with hand strength issues, or simply trying to carry the smallest practical pistol they can shoot accurately. And this is where the debate gets serious. A 9mm round is more capable on paper. But paper does not pull the trigger. The shooter does. If a shooter flinches with a small 9mm, avoids practice because the gun is unpleasant, or cannot manipulate the slide confidently, then the theoretical advantage of 9mm starts to matter less. The 380 ACP gives up power, but it often gives back control. Less snap, faster recovery, more confidence, more willingness to practice. That does not make 380 magically superior. It makes it more usable for certain people. And usability is a real form of performance. The carry comfort factor. Another reason 380 is gaining attention is carry comfort. A smaller, lighter pistol is easier to carry all day. That may sound simple, but it changes behavior. Many people buy a compact 9mm because they believe it is the responsible choice. Then they discover it is uncomfortable with their clothing, too bulky for certain seasons, or unpleasant to carry for long periods. So what happens? They leave it at home, and a gun left at home is not part of anyone's defensive plan. This is where 380 pistols become attractive. Some 380 handguns can be made extremely small while still remaining controllable enough for realistic practice. Others, like the larger Easy Rack 380s, are not tiny pocket guns, but are easier for many people to operate. That range of options is why 380 is not just a backup gun caliber anymore. It has become a practical carry choice for people who prioritize consistency, not occasional carry, daily carry. The new 380 buyer is different. The old 380 buyer often wanted the smallest pistol possible. The new 380 buyer is different. They are often more practical. They're not asking, what's the most powerful thing I can tolerate? They're asking, what can I actually shoot well? That's a better question, because a defensive handgun is not judged by caliber alone. It is judged by how the entire system works. The gun, the ammunition, the shooter, the recoil, the capacity, the controls, and the training habits. This is why some shooters who already own 9mm pistols are adding 380 guns instead of replacing everything. They may still keep a 9mm for home defense. They may still train with a compact 9mm, but for deep concealment or low recoil carry, 380 starts making sense. And that is the quiet replacement happening in 2026. Not a total takeover, a role-based shift. The honest downsides. Now we need to be honest. The 380 ACP has limitations. It generally produces less energy than 9mm. It can be more dependent on ammunition selection. Expansion and penetration are more difficult to balance. And smaller 380 pistols can still be snappy because the guns are so light. That means 380 is not automatically easy. A tiny pistol is still harder to shoot than a larger one. A short sight radius, small grip, and minimal weight can make any caliber challenging. So the smart move is not simply switch to 380. The smart move is choosing the right 380 platform. A soft shooting 380 with good sights, a usable trigger, and reliable magazines makes sense. A poorly designed tiny pistol that is hard to grip and unreliable does not. That is why the modern 380 comeback is being driven by better guns, not just the cartridge itself. The Ruger Security 380, for example, is positioned around easier operation, with reports noting 10 and 15-round magazine options in a package similar in size to many 9mm pistols. The Bodyguard 2.0 also received major attention because it brought increased capacity and modern micro-pistol design to the 380 space. That is what makes 2026 different. The guns are better. Is 380 replacing 9mm completely? No. And anyone claiming that is exaggerating. 9mm is still the dominant defensive handgun caliber. It still offers better overall terminal performance, better ammunition availability, and broader platform support. 9mm is still the king for most people, but 380 ACP has become the quiet alternative for shooters who want less recoil, easier operation, better comfort, and more confidence in a smaller package. And that is why this debate is not going away.